In the future, what happens when your appliances turn against you? I'm not talking about your washer and dryer. I'm talking about the android that lives in your house, takes care of your kids, and does all the menial tasks that you really don't want to do. That's the question that Detroit Become Human is trying to answer. So Detroit Become Human was debuted last year at Sony's media briefing, and it tells a story of robots that are staging an uprising. They're tired of being treated like dirt. They want to become human, as the name suggests. It's the latest game from David Cage, who's responsible for games like Beyond, Two Souls, and Heavy Rain. It's not a game in the traditional sense, it's more of an interactive movie. But with how this one is structured, it is more game-like than his previous work. For example, any scene can play out in a number of different ways, and you might have more success if you explore more, like I just did with the apartment demo from last year. I played a hostage negotiator who was trying to rescue a little girl who was being held captive by her essentially robot nanny that went rogue. He found out he was going to be replaced, and he didn't want that to happen. But in the process of saving the hostage, I ended up sacrificing myself, jumping off the roof to pull the hostage to safety. The hostage negotiator I played as is also an android, so there's a lot of moral quandaries going on there and some things that are going on in his head that he doesn't know how to handle. Now, behind closed doors, we saw a demo of a different situation. We saw a riot starting. And how that was shown off was you were exploring an area and there were a bunch of different steps to start this riot. So as a protest, you can either riot or you can be peaceful. With the riots, you are breaking windows, you are starting fires, you are pushing cars over. If you're doing it peacefully, you are spray painting, you are putting your flag on places too. Behind closed doors, we saw the violent turnout. Cars were being pushed over, glass was breaking, bricks were being thrown through windows. A garbage truck was driven through a storefront window where all of the androids were being sold, and you started freeing all of these other androids from their captivity. The game has no release window. When I've asked about it, I just kind of get a smile, and that's the end of it. So maybe don't expect it next year, maybe don't expect it until 2019. But what's here so far looks very, very good, and I'm excited to see even more.